You know that feeling when a song just clicks, like a puzzle piece falling into place or a satisfying sigh of relief. Music, especially the blues, is masterful at creating and releasing those very moments of anticipation. In blues music, tension is primarily resolved through predictable harmonic movement, particularly the use of the dominant seventh chord leading back to the tonic. This creates a powerful sense of homecoming, completing the musical journey and providing a feeling of releases. The blues relies heavily on the 12-bar blues form, a foundational structure built on 3 core chords: the tonic, the subdominant, and the dominant. The dominant 7th chord, often played on the 5th scale degree, inherently wants to resolve to the tonic, which is the home chord. This strong pull is due to the tension created by a specific interval within the dominant 7th chord itself, called the tritone. To be more specific, the leading tone in the dominant 7th chord naturally resolves up a half step to the root of the tonic, while the 7th of the dominant 7th chord resolves down a half step to the 3rd of the tonic chord. This creates a strong, almost magnetic force that drives the music forward and then brings it back to a place of rest. This entire process is known as functional harmony, where chords have very specific roles and tendencies within a musical progression, and the blues leverages this beautifully for emotional impact. To hear this in action, listen for that familiar sound of the 5-7 chord, often referred to as the V7, actively pushing towards the I chord, which is the tonic. You can often identify this resolution at the end of a musical phrase, right before the next cycle of the 12-bar form begins, or most clearly at the very end of a song. The feeling you experience is one of releases, stability, and deep satisfaction after a moment of anticipation. This resolution isn't just harmonic, it is frequently reinforced rhythmically and melodically within blues performances. Blues vocalists and instrumentalists frequently employ what is known as call and response patterns, where a melodic question, often sung or played over a dominant chord, is then answered by a musical response over the tonic chord. This directly mirrors the underlying tension and releases. Furthermore, sometimes blues musicians will skillfully delay the expected resolution, building even more anticipation before finally giving the listener that satisfying releases. This technique is known as deferred resolution, and this playful manipulation of musical expectation is a true hallmark of great blues playing. Understanding this fundamental mechanism of tension and releases allows you to appreciate the blues on a much deeper level. It is the sophisticated rhythmic, melodic, and harmonic interplay that creates the genre's deeply emotional and often cathartic experience, offering listeners a profound journey from unease to comfort and back again.